Original bad boy.
DJ Benji.
Hey everyone, DJ Benji here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This video is part 2 of my review and showcase of the effects on the Pioneer / Alpha Theta XDJ AZ. Hope you enjoy my video. Let's get into it. So first bit here, this is the Beat Effects X-Pad. Basically you can put your finger on here to change the quantization value of the grid, which is quite cool. So if I put this short sound on, yeah, so that's quite cool. And that's basically what that does. Or if we wanted to put on, say, the delay, if I were to... You can see there, because I've got the delay selected, if I have it at this end, it's a higher quantization value. So 1, and then it'll be quarter here, and then we can go like 1/16 or 1/8 is the next one, or 1/4, 1/2. So depending on where you put your finger, that'll be that. Now the next bit down, this changes the quantization value. So when I turn the effects on, so you can see as we change that, it changes the value of the effects, right? Then this next bit here, this is, if we don't have the BPM, which we do on our song, you can re-tap to change the BPM. Change the BPM there, but we're going to go auto, which now it's linked it to the BPM of the track that I'm playing, which is this one here. Now with this here, this is whether you want the low, medium or high end of the sound frequency to be affected by your effects that you're choosing on this dial. So if we only have high and medium, when I use the delay, you can hear that only the medium and the low is affected. You can hear that only the medium and the high is affected. If I have the low, see, it's only the kick drum, the bass that's coming through there. If I have the whole lot selected, see what I mean? And then here we have the deck selector. So this is deck 1, this is deck 2, this is also deck 3 when this button here is selected. This is deck 4 when this button is selected, okay? And then down here, look, we have just on mic, crossfader A, which is whatever in our mixer session settings that we have. Currently, I've got A on deck 3 and deck 1. And I've got B on deck 2 and deck 4. So whenever I use these two here, if I open up that fader, that's when the crossfader A will be selected and crossfader B. But here you can choose 3 and 2 individually, or 1 and 4 individually, or you can choose 2 and 4 individually, or here is quite good. Or if you just want to affect the master, that's this one here. Or if you have a mic plugged in, you can affect just the mic. All right. So that's cool. And here, if we go back into our main settings, this time parameter, you can see here, we've got the time in milliseconds. That changes that. So it will slightly go off quantization. Does that make sense? So now if I do it, really helps if you have the right crossfader selected. Now if we do it, you can see that it's offbeat. There we go. There we go. So let's have a look at what each effect sounds like. All right, so let's look at the effects. So first one, we have delay. So what the delay does, it outputs a delay sound once according to the beat. And then we can change the beat here, and this will be a delay time with respect to one beat of the BPM, which is a beat fraction between 1/16 to 16 beats right at the end. So we can go all the way up to 16 beats right there. See? And then the level, the depth, this is the balance between the sound and the effect. And then obviously on the X pad, you can quantize the beat, right? So next up, we have the echo. What the echo does is plays the same sound as a repeat many times, attenuating it as it goes along. So each copy will be slightly lower in volume. So say for example, if we go,
Yeah!
and depending on how you have it, so there you go. So that is echo. Next up we have ping pong. That outputs a delay time with different delay times for the left and the right, several times while attenuating it according to the beat, and that produces a stereo light effect bouncing from left speaker to right speaker. So let's see how that sounds. Here. So there you go. So hopefully if you've got stereo headphones in, you'll be able to hear the sounds bouncing from left to right, left to right, left to right, which is very, very nice. Okay, so next we have the spiral. Spiral is just another fancy word for reverb. Let's see how that sounds.
Yeah, and I'ma do it like this.
And you can hear with the spiral, each time it puts out the copy of the reverberation, the pitch goes down as well as the sound volume lowering. All right. And then we got helix, which is next. So what helix does, it records the input sound and just repeats that as a loop, yeah? So at the moment, I've got it on 8 bars, so it's recorded 8 bars, or 8 beats rather. If we just do the one. There you go, very, very nice. Okay, and then reverb is just reverb. And of course you can change this reverb parameter to have your length. So you can have it like that if you fancy yourself as a bit of a DJ EZ. Also right now, flanger. So the flanger adds a cyclic flanger effect according to the beat. Sounds cool, right? So basically, we have it here. You can hear that that flanging effect is going quite quick. And there it's quite slow. Next we have the phaser, which outputs a phasing sound. And same thing here, right? We can use the beats to make it go really quick. Or super slow, right? And then we've got the filter, which again does the same as the phaser, but filters the sound. Much like this. But it does it automatically, so it's automatically quantized to the grid. Lovely, huh? And then we've got the triplet filter, and what the triplet filter does, changes the cutoff frequency based on 3 beats as opposed to 4. So listen. There we go. And then we've got the trans effect, which is just basically short for transformer, which basically cuts up the sound, which we've already had a bit of a demo of, but we'll have a look. Listen.
Yeah!
So if you're too lazy to do this, then you can just do it with the effects, which is great, right? Next up, we got the roll. And what the roll does is you can see what the roll effect does. that will record the incoming audio and just repeat it depending on what quantization feature I've got. So if we've got it on 2, it'll do this. You can see it's still looping, right? That's quite cool. I like that. And then we've got the triplet roll, which does the same thing, but instead of having it on divisions of 16th of a beat, it's now on the triplet grid. So it's on a third of a beat rather than a quarter of a beat. So there you have it, right? Pretty cool stuff, huh? And then we got our Mobius effect. And what Mobius does, Mobius changes the frequency of the sounding oscillator to keep rising or falling in time with the beat. So let's have a listen. So you can see here, depending on what beat division that we have and where we place our finger, so we've got a square wave. So if we have our beat division on a minus, then the sound will come down. Whereas if we have it on a plus, the sound will come up. Yeah? Anyway guys, there it is. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you like my content, please leave a thumbs up, a like, and a little comment. Let me know what you thought of all the different effects. And if you did like the video, please make sure you share it because it helps me out a lot. Anyway, peace out everyone. DJ Benji, take care. See you later.